it's me. Today we're going to be using, for the majority, stick makeup products. I am a huge lover of stick makeup and just cream makeup in general. I think products like this are so user-friendly, portable, and a lot of the times I feel like they can give you just as good of a look as if you were to use all of your liquids and your powders and things of that nature. So I'm going to be using some of my favorite stick products in my collection, and also a couple of new things, a couple of things that I'm just trying out, and this is the look I came up with. Very easy to achieve. So if you aren't subscribed, please make sure you do so, and if you aren't following me on Instagram and Twitter, the handle will be right here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start. Alright, so I have already primed my skin. To my knowledge right now, I don't have a stick primer, and the only stick primer I can think of off the top of my head is the Nars Instant Line and Pore Filler. I don't even know if they still make that, but I used to use that primer. It was just a little small stick primer, and you just use it over your fine lines and also your pores. It worked really well, so I don't know if it's still available, but if it is and you're looking for something that's really compact and easy to use, that would be a suggestion. So let's move into foundation. I wanted to bring in a stick foundation that I actually really love and I don't talk about enough on my channel. It's a wonderful universal formula. I think it could work for all skin types. You can go from light coverage with this to really, really full coverage, and it just has a nice, I would say, demi matte or just natural finish to it, and it's the Lancome Tinnie Dual Ultrawear Makeup Stick. So this is super portable. As you can see, it's, obviously smaller than the palm of my hand, and I just think the formula on this is really phenomenal. It's very smoothing. It can go up to super full coverage. This is like the traditional Tinnie Dual formula. If you've ever tried the liquid, this is basically the stick version, but I kind of like the stick version better. I think it's just smoother and you can customize your coverage with it. So I actually have two different shades I'm going to use today. I'm going to use 250 Bisque W as my just all around perimeter shade, and then I'm going to use 210 Buff N just to kind of highlight underneath my eye area. And this is a foundation that I used to love to travel with quite a bit. I'm going to do a pretty, I guess I'll probably do more of like a medium coverage today. I feel like the past few I've done on my channel have been more sheer. So this is just something that just glides on. I just love the way it feels when I apply it too. And then when you buff it in, it takes little to no time. It's also great for touch-ups. If you're on the go and you feel like you need to touch up your under eye area or a blemish. The formula is not dewy on this. This is definitely, like I said, more of just a demi matte to satin finish, and the way that I like to buff it in is just with a foundation brush. So this is the Smashbox blurring foundation brush, and it just blends in so seamlessly. I love this. I don't know why I don't use this enough on my channel, but if you are looking for just a good, honestly, year-round stick foundation, convenient for travel, you can bump up the coverage level if you need to, or you can just wear it super sheer. This is something that I think is a pretty good kept secret from Lancome. Honestly, this is probably the best foundation I've tried from them. Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like. It blends out so fast, like a dream, super smoothing on the skin. And I feel like because I'm having to use really heavy artificial lighting today, it's really stormy out, you're probably going to pick up a little bit more on some dewiness or some glow, but just in kind of natural lighting, it just kind of looks like a demi matte finish. So let's move into concealer. Right now, I think I only own one stick concealer, and it's currently one of my favorites, and it's the the bareMinerals Bare Pro Concealer. So again, really universal formula with this. You can go from a spot concealing situation to where you can just use it if you have any blemishes you want to cover, or you can get pretty heavy-handed with it. And I would describe this as more of a medium coverage concealer, so it's not like it's something that, you know, when you apply it, it's just going to brighten up the skin. It does offer coverage, and I'm using mine in the shade Fair Light Neutral number 3. And again, I just like to buff this out with a brush when I use it. So right now I don't have a stick contour or bronzer per se, but I did just get the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand, and I feel like it's the same. It would be the same application, you know, if I had just a stick contour product on hand. So this is what I'm going to use. I recently got this and I actually have been enjoying it quite a bit. It blends in super easy and a little goes a long way. I just kind of like to do this dotting system, and I've been doing a little bit on my nose just to bronze my nose up, and then also on my chin. Again, kind of like a broken record. This is also what I love about stick makeup, is a lot of the times it just really blends nice and naturally together, so you can almost just get away with using one brush for your entire makeup look, or even a beauty blender. So yeah, you just kind of stipple this in and it just fades into the skin really nicely. It looks nice and natural. I will say that it's not really on the warm side, so again, I do understand that it was made to contour, so that's why it doesn't have the warm undertone. But normally I do have to go in with some type of warmer bronzer to get more of like the bronzy glow after I use this. For blush, I have a few that I really like. The first is a newer find that I've just picked up in the past couple months, and it's the NYX Bright Idea Illuminating Stick. This one's in the shade Pinky Dust. It's a super light pink, great for fair to light complexions, and it does have a nice shine to it. It gives you a really nice luminous finish. The second are the Nars Multiples. These are basically products you can use on your eyes, lips, and cheeks. These are oldie products. I've had these forever. And the two shades I have are South Beach and Nepali Coast. And they're kind of just like this one. The South Beach is more of a shimmering kind of tangerine color. And then the Nepali Coast is more of a shimmery rose tone color. These come also in matte shades. I think you can get the multiples in matte colors as well. And then I also have these newbie products from NudeStix. These are the, I think they're called the cheek and lip. These are the Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencils. And I haven't really used these on my cheeks yet, so I think I'm going to do that today. I have 3 colors here, and I think I'm going to use maybe Pixie as the one for my cheeks. I think I may want a little bit more color than that, so I'm going to use the color called Purity, and I'm going to pop that on top. It's a little bit of a deeper shade. So it's no secret, my favorite highlighter of all time is an actual stick highlighter, and it's the Benefit What's Up. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this today, pay tribute to it. I was going to try to use the Charlotte Tilbury light wand, but you know, this is an actual stick, and I do feel like I would be doing myself a disservice by not using it in this video. So I'm just going to take my Flower Beauty makeup sponge and I'm going to press that into my skin. This is legit the best highlighter on the planet. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it, especially if you like to wear a lot of powders and you feel like your face kind of looks super powdery afterwards, this is something that's really great to go in with and just kind of bring life back into the skin. Okay, I'm just going to sweep a little bit of my bareMinerals Hydrating Mineral Veil all over my face just to make sure that, you know, everything's kind of locked into place. I will say that I can kind of get away with this Lancome foundation without setting it sometimes, just because it does have a velvety finish to it, but I just kind of want to, you know, ensure that nothing's going anywhere. All right, so for eyes, By Terry actually sent me a bunch of stick cream shadows recently, but I just used these in a video and I don't really want to sound like a broken record. So I actually have these pencils from Makeup Forever that are the artist color pencils, and you can use these on your eyes, your lips, and your face. So, oh, you know what? I could have used this also as contour. I've seen a few people use this as a cream contour as well. I didn't really think about that, but we'll use them on the eyes because I haven't really used, I've used them as eyeliner, but I haven't used them as an actual shadow. So I'm going to take the shade Limitless Brown, and I kind of just want to do a matte kind of cream base because I think I'm going to go for a bolder lip today, and I'm just going to use this all over my eyes and just kind of give my eyes a nice wash of just like a matte brown tint. I'm going to use my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Shadow Brush to blend this out. Looking really nice. I feel like if you just had this pencil in, you know, your makeup bag, you could easily get away with doing a nice soft kind of brown shadow look like this. Alright, so this is what the liner looks like blended out. I ended up just having to go in with my finger here and kind of tap it on. It was a little harder to work with than a traditional cream shadow, but you know, I like the way it looks. So now I'm just going to run a little bit on my lower lash line just to even things up, and I'm also going to smudge that out as well. Alright, so for the lips, I couldn't think of anything better to use than the Clinique Chubby Stick, and I'm going to use the Chubby Stick Baby Tint in Flowering Freesia. So this is the basically the version that is just kind of like a self-adjusting color, and this one has just a really nice subtle kind of I don't know, like a watermelon-y tint maybe. And then I'm going to actually top it with a Clinique lip gloss. I didn't really have a lip product that complemented this eye look that was in stick form, so I just want to top it with this lip gloss from Clinique too. It's called Watermelon Pop. Alright, so this is the final look. I'm a fan. I'm always a fan in general of cream and stick products, so I just wanted to do a little refresher course on some in my personal collection. Let me know if there are any stick products that you're a huge fan of. I've really been wanting to try the NudeStix. I think it's like the tinted blur stick. It looks really intriguing to me, and just NudeStix in general, that's a brand that I kind of want to dive into a little bit more. But other than that, yeah, I haven't really invested in a ton of new cream or stick products. So let me know your favorites down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.